Kitchen Wrangler, take 3. Hey y'all, this is Melissa Guerra. I'm the Kitchen Wrangler and I am here to reboot your kitchen one meal at a time. And I'm here at the ranch. You are going to hear my parrot, my macaw, outside screaming his lungs out because he has no idea what I'm doing here and it's kind of freaking him out. And my dog is here in the kitchen too, so if you hear some flea scratching, it's not my husband, okay? So with that, you know that in my Kitchen Wrangler video podcast, this is episode 1. And so what I've done is I've reached out to you all and have asked you, hey, let me know your questions. And so, hey, I got my first question. I'm super thrilled. It's from Mimi in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And what she wants to know is, how long does it take for ceviche to be marinated well enough to eat? So thanks a lot for the question, Mimi. And what I'm guessing is that your question actually has 2 parts, which is 1, how long does it take before the ceviche cooks and tastes good? And then how long does it take for ceviche to be food safe? Because ceviche, if you don't know, it's like a fish salad. It is raw fish that is cooked with a vinegar or an acid such as lime juice or even passion fruit juice. And whenever a chef talks about a protein being cooked, they always use air quotes as if the acid doesn't really cook it. Okay, I'm gonna put my fingers away because that's really annoying. But the acid does do what heat cooking does, because heat cooking or acid cooking, either way, the protein molecule that is in fish, because fish is a protein, that protein molecule is unfolding and unwinding and becoming kind of flattened out, and it's sticking to other protein molecules, and then that's what makes it dense. You know, when you cook a steak or you cook an egg, other bits of protein, once you heat cook it, then the texture becomes more dense, and that is called denaturing, which is also cooking. So again, enough with the air quotes. It is cooking. So the short answer on how long does it take to denature in the acid that you're using, Mimi, it is 10 minutes. 10 minutes is about right for making a ceviche. Now the other part of your question though is, how long does it have to marinate for it to be food safe? That is a little tricky because I really don't know what kind of fish you are using. Some fillets are very thick, some kind of are thinner at the edge, and so there's no way for me to know how every square millimeter of your fish fillet has been acidified. Like, I really don't know that. And like here at the ranch, like my cabinets are all wonky and you know, nothing's level. So I don't know if your acid is only going to affect part of the fillet or the entire fillet equally. It's really hard to say when a fish has been completely denatured and any parasites have been obliterated, because fish do have parasites. I mean, they cannot wear flea collars in the ocean. I mean, you just have to know they have little bugaboos following them around. The other thing you really need to know though about making your ceviche food safe is you need to be fully aware of the type of fish that you're using and if they do have some sort of parasite. There are some fish like swordfish that are completely inappropriate for making ceviche. There's other fish like trout is a pretty good fish. Or red snapper makes a really nice ceviche, but you have to also find out how long it has been since that fish has come from the ocean. I mean, that is a very important factor because sometimes it doesn't matter how much you cook it or acidify it, denature it, those bugaboos may still be in there. So knowing the provenance, knowing where that fish came from, how long it's been stored, if it's an appropriate fish for making ceviche, all of these are factors that you as the consumer need to find out. I can't really answer that, but there are some fish that just aren't good for making ceviche. So the short answer, Mimi, is 10 minutes for making ceviche, the proper texture. But the long answer is get to know your fish. You have to know where it came from, if it's the right fish for making ceviche, and how long it's been sitting around. Okay, well that's it for our lesson on ceviche. Don't forget you can send me your questions to help@kitchenwrangler.com or message me through my website, which is www.kitchenwrangler.com. I'm Melissa Guerra. I'm the Kitchen Wrangler, and don't forget to send me your questions. Until next time, bye y'all.